What if I told you that Kawasaki didn't just update their dirt bikes for 2026, they redesigned the whole experience? New tech, smarter suspensions, more focused geometry, and even a step into the electric future. Whether you live for motocross, explore the backwoods trails, or just started getting dirty, Kawasaki's 2026 dirt bike lineup is one of the most impressive collections they've ever released. And today, we're breaking down 5 specific models, each with their own identity, upgrades, and purpose. Welcome to Acer Rider, the channel where passion meets performance on 2 wheels. In this video, we're going deep into Kawasaki's 2026 off-road lineup. Not just a skim over specs, we'll walk you through the engineering, changes, and riding personality of 5 standout dirt bikes, from race machines to trail cruisers. And be sure to stick around until the very end, because we've got a surprise giveaway exclusively for our subscribers. Something that could land in your hands next month. Let's kick things off with the flagship. The Icon. The one that sets the tone for Kawasaki's entire competition class. 1. 2026 Kawasaki KX450, smarter speed for the serious rider. The 2026 Kawasaki KX450 is a race machine through and through, and this year's updates prove that Kawasaki is gunning for dominance in the 450 class. At its heart is a 449 cubic centimeters DOHC single-cylinder engine that's been completely refined. We're talking new port shapes, larger titanium valves, a revised piston profile, and a rebalanced crankshaft. The result? More usable torque down low, with an even stronger mid-range, exactly where riders need it most coming out of corners and through jump transitions. But power alone isn't what separates the 2026 KX450. This year, it comes with a full ride control electronics suite. That means selectable engine mapping via the left bar switch, real-time traction control for slippery terrain, and a launch control mode developed directly from factory racing input. Chassis-wise, Kawasaki's engineers went to work reducing weight and improving response. A new aluminum perimeter frame with revised flex characteristics keeps things rigid when you're pushing hard, but still compliant enough to absorb big hits. Suspension comes from Showa's A-Kit-inspired 49mm forks up front and a Unitrack rear shock with improved damping curve and preload access. The KX450 is more than just race-ready, it's race-hungry. 2. 2026 Kawasaki KX250, precision in every pound. Moving down a notch in displacement but not in performance, the 2026 KX250 might be the smartest 250 Kawasaki has ever built. The 249 cubic centimeters 4-stroke engine has received a full performance remap. Kawasaki reworked the combustion chamber, modified the intake valve angles, and installed a lighter piston with a new longer connecting rod. This changes how the bike builds RPM, it's faster to spin up, with a wider torque curve and more predictable overrev for deep sand or rutted clay tracks. Just like its 450 sibling, the KX250 now gets the ride control system as standard. That includes switchable ECU maps, adjustable launch control, and basic traction modulation, all designed to give intermediate and advanced riders more control over different track conditions. Ergonomics have also improved. The bike is narrower through the midsection, with a slimmer airbox and revised foot peg position. The suspension is dialed in via KYB components, revalved for high-speed hits and rebound stability. Plus, the new hydraulic clutch replaces the cable system, giving smoother engagement even under race stress. If you're a rider who loves technical rhythm sections, tight turns, and split-second throttle finesse, the 2026 KX250 is made for you. 3. 2026 Kawasaki KLX230R, Mid-Range Trail King. Switching gears to the trail side of Kawasaki's lineup, we come to the 2026 KLX230R, an off-road specialist that brings both approachability and terrain mastery in one simple, fun package. The 233 cubic centimeters air-cooled single-cylinder engine is tuned for low-end torque and linear throttle response. For 2026, Kawasaki introduced an updated ECU, smoother fueling, and improved cooling fin design to make it more resilient during long rides in the heat. There's also a new 6-speed transmission, giving you longer legs in open terrain while maintaining crawl control on steep climbs. Chassis upgrades make this version stand out. A lightened high-tensile steel frame reduces flex in critical areas while keeping overall comfort on long rides. Suspension travel is slightly increased, with 37mm forks up front and an improved rear linkage that adds ground clearance and better traction on rocky descents. Riders also get a digital instrument panel with gear indicator, fuel level, and trip meter, small details that make a big difference on deep trail runs. LED headlight and taillight come standard, and a redesigned skid plate adds more protection around the oil case and water pump housing. Whether you're exploring single-track or taking your first steps off-road, the KLX 230R is a perfect partner. 4. 2026 Kawasaki KLX 140RL, refined for new riders. Next up is a bike that bridges the gap between beginner and intermediate dirt riders, the 2026 KLX 140RL. With a 144 cubic centimeters air-cooled engine and a 5-speed manual transmission, the KLX 140RL remains a great platform for teenagers and smaller adults stepping up from mini-bikes. For 2026, Kawasaki has updated the ignition system, improved starter motor reliability, and added a new auto-idle feature that prevents stalls in low-speed maneuvers. One of the biggest changes is in ergonomics. Kawasaki redesigned the frame with a lowered seat height, 31.1 inch, but improved mid-body clearance, making it easier to stand up on the pegs without feeling cramped. Foot pegs have more grip, and the brake and shift levers are now adjustable, a first for this class. Suspension has been lightly retuned for better bottoming resistance and a softer initial stroke, perfect for light trail riding or backyard practice. Whether you're introducing someone to dirt bikes or just want a fun playbike that's easy to toss around, the KLX 140RL keeps it light, simple, and fun. 5. 2026 Kawasaki KXE Prototype, the future is, almost, here. Last but absolutely not least, let's talk about the game changer, Kawasaki's Prototype KXE electric motocross bike. This model isn't officially on sale yet, but it was revealed in late 2025 and has been making rounds in test circuits since. Built on a modified KX250 chassis, the KXE is powered by a liquid-cooled electric motor with torque equivalent to a 250 cubic centimeters 4-stroke and 0 lag. Power delivery is instantaneous, making it perfect for short sprints and rhythm sections. The motor's regenerative braking settings can be adjusted, and the entire bike is controlled by a central power management ECU with ride-by-wire throttle. The battery pack is swappable, with two 2.5 kWh modules included, allowing for quick changeovers between motos. A full charge gives about 60 to 80 minutes of ride time, depending on rider weight and terrain. Kawasaki hasn't confirmed production details, but word is the KXE will be available to the public in late 2026 as a limited race-only edition, with broader consumer sales coming in 2027. Whether you're ready for electric or not, this prototype shows that Kawasaki is not just watching, they're innovating. Now for the surprise we promised, and yes, it's real. To celebrate the launch of Kawasaki's 2026 dirt lineup, Acer Rider is giving away a full Kawasaki-branded off-road gear bundle, including a high-performance motocross jersey, gloves, and a hat with our channel logo embroidered alongside the KX logo. To enter, like this video. Subscribe to Acer Rider. Comment below, #RideGreen2026, and tell us which bike from today's video you'd ride first. Winner will be announced in our next upload, so keep your notifications on. This one's for the real dirt loyalists. Final thoughts, Kawasaki 2026, built to win. With the 2026 lineup, Kawasaki has shown that it's not just keeping pace, it's setting the rhythm. From the electronically advanced KX450 and the refined KX250 to the approachable KLX range and the boundary-breaking KXE, every rider has a place in this year's lineup. Whether you're racing for trophies or just chasing sunsets, Kawasaki's new bikes offer power with purpose. Thanks for tuning into Acer Rider, your home for deep dive moto content. If you ride, wrench, or dream about dirt, you belong here. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay green, stay clean, and keep it wide open.